So here I have my Frogger game assignment. And as you can see here, I started by using the current scene again, like we did in our last assignment. So I can make 3 separate scenes for our game. One a start screen, as you can see here. Then the game scene and an end scene, like the end of game scene. So then I followed up by adding my Bitmoji, because we were supposed to use our Bitmoji instead of Hopper. As you can see, and here I used dot notation, and I made my, I drew my Bitmoji, so that it would show up in the game, as you can see right there. Then here's I switched all of the names from, I believe it was Beaver, switched them all to my Bitmoji object, so my Bitmoji would show up instead of the Beaver, and it would work correctly. So we have our hop function, which makes the Bitmoji rise, and the fall function, which makes the Bitmoji fall. See, it rises, falls. Then here we have check for car grab. So this is to make sure, this is to see if the Bitmoji has touched a car. Then further on we have check for crossed. I use these if statements to see that if my Bitmoji made it all the way to the top and to the bottom, it would get 5 points, like it was assigned in the directions. Then here, this is the function I use for the car. As you can see, I can use the get image of Khan to grab a picture of what is a beetle ship. It kind of looks like a car. Then I use here this draw function to draw the image of the car. And this variable here called my Bitmoji, which I named Ricky. And as you can see, he shows up right there along with the cars. And then this statement right here I used to get allow the 100 cars to spawn and have them spawn at random locations on the canvas. And then here we have my game function, which I put another dot notation of still playing true, and then max score 0. I followed that with an, let's see, let me go through it a little more. Oh, I used this function. It made most of the game here. And also part of this function was I put in, as you can see right here, the if statements. This if statement, for example, makes so once there are more than 49 cars, as I'll display right now. So once 49 cars coming through, the speed of the game and the cars coming through will begin to double. So let's let that showcase. I go to the top. See, as you can see, they're going faster now. So for the second half of the game, it gets much more difficult because it is doubling. And where was I? Another if statement, so the game stops. Still playing false. Then, this is my third scene right here. So when the game ends, right here, the game ends, it will tell you your score, and it will switch to scene 3, as you can see in my if statements here. And here are the button functions that we used in the last assignments. I used that for scene 1. Pretty much used in the same way, so that when you click on it, it goes to scene 2. I think it goes my if statement up here, or maybe further down. And I think that's about it. What else did I have? More button functions to see if the mouse is inside the buttons. Use the mouse clicked function. So when I click the button, it would lead me to scene 2. And then here's my if statement for all of the, here's my if statement for the buttons. So when I click the button, current scene 1, go to current scene 2. This game playing true still. Then once the game ends, it will switch to current scene 3, and the text will pop up with game over and your current score.